Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to show you what you could expect from Turkish Airlines business class in their 777-300ER. This is Turkish Airlines Flight 4 from JFK to Istanbul. Now the 777-300ER is in the old business class. Has the old business class seats here. As you can see, it's 232 seating. Definitely not the most private cabin that you're gonna see. But the seats are actually pretty comfortable. And I guess one good thing about the seats is, I guess if you're traveling alone, which I was on this flight, if you don't have a seatmate, yeah, it's not really so bad. Business class was fairly empty. And another thing, you're not restricted by the footwell. Here, as you can see, the overhead bin space above the seat. So what's nice is it's an open footwell, so you don't have the issues of a tight footwell. But I guess if you're tall, I'm 5'11", so if you're taller than that, yeah, you'll have to bend your legs in the lay flat position to sleep a little bit, you know. But here's a look at the seat there. And another thing I do like is the cubby space underneath the seat. So you could fit a medium-sized backpack in there. I fit my camera bag underneath the seat next to me just fine. So that was no issue because I'd rather have that down with me anyway. And because nobody was sitting next to me, I could put it under theirs instead of mine. So I could put my shoes underneath my little cubby hole there. So you do have a coat rack there. And there's the footstool there in front of you. Got the tray table that comes out here. Let's see if I can finally get it out here. Yep. So we finally got it out there. Sturdy tray table for dining there. You got the seat controls next to you there, which seat worked just fine. Yeah, the seats are older, but my seat did work. That's something I always test actually before I take off to make sure the seat can lay fully flat. One thing to note, no individual air vents on the Turkish Airlines 777-300ER. So the cabin was okay temperature. I know that sometimes I hear Turkish Airlines can keep the cabin hot, but it was fine on this particular flight here. And so you did have a shoe bag up there. I'll show you what else you got before takeoff in just a little bit. So if you do want some privacy, yeah, you do. You can pop that button underneath the kind of the armrest of the seat, where you also have the some power outlets, USB outlet, as well as a headphone jack underneath there. And that flips up if you need privacy, which again, I guess isn't much privacy, but the option is there. So yeah, I always like to show you guys how it looks in the lay flat position as far as the foot room. As you can see, no issues here as far as the tight cramped footwell, because there really isn't a footwell, because nothing hovers over your feet to put your feet in. But again, you'll get to a point again, if you're, I would say, above 5'11", you'll have to bend your knees as far as if you want to sleep comfortably. I'll put it that way. Yeah. You know, you could stay straight like that, but in the lay flat position, my feet are kind of curled up a little bit at the footrest. So there's the amenity kits, Versace amenity kits. Those are available in female and male kits. So they handed out the Denon headphones, as well as you had slippers and a blanket were there. No pillow was sitting there before takeoff, but I'll show you what else, the bedding a little bit later. So just enjoy the takeoff, and I will catch you back in the skies. Thank you. back and let's take a look at the lavatory on the 777-300ER. So again, a little different there. Kind of there's a lot of mirrors there. Toilet, no window. Kind of decent. Did a little different tile work on the floor there. As you can see here, they have the molten brown soaps or toiletry. So yeah, you've got. Do have a holder. There is a holder there for a flower, but no flower there. And the sink. But again, pretty standard bathroom, but yeah, looks a little more glamorous with all the mirrors in there and the lights on the mirror. So let's take a look at the in-flight entertainment system. Now, yeah, there is a remote also that's underneath the armrest, but it was just easier to show you this kind of closer up to the screen as far as the touch screen. So you can use either the remote or the touch screen. The touch screen, it was okay. It's not the most intuitive, as this is an older in-flight entertainment system, but yeah, you've got movies, different TV programs as far as entertainment goes to choose from. You can see there in different categories of movies and TV shows to look at. And they've got a kids section, music. You can check out the My Flight option, which does have the flight map. Again, very, very basic, super basic flight map to show you. So yeah, that's almost like Sega Genesis basic to me. But again, it does the job though. But yeah, not the 3D map that you may be used to seeing in more updated in-flight entertainment system. So you do have a camera, the forward down camera and the forward facing camera. As you can just see essentially blue skies in front of us. So that's always a nice feature that the aircraft that have the camera available to look at. I always think that's a cool feature. So take a little bit deeper dive into the in-flight entertainment system. So you got more options. You can look at podcasts, audiobooks, some news options. They do give you the option to pair your device, actually, your personal entertainment device with the seatback screen. This didn't work. I really didn't. To be honest, I didn't really try it because actually the Wi-Fi didn't work on this flight at all. So yeah, I didn't get to really try that part of it out. But there are some more options here. When you look here, you got the language settings. You can display the volume, brightness, child lock, do not disturb, and seat controls. Let's take a look at that. Here you can hit your reading light above you, you can call a flight attendant and put the do not disturb sign on your seat if you do not want to be disturbed during the flight. So now let's take a look at the menu. So we're given a wine menu, a food menu, which included a dinner, breakfast, as well as actually kind of an anytime snack menu, which was nice to see. This is a 9-hour and 20-minute flight from JFK to Istanbul. So I believe this was leaving at 1:20 in the afternoon and then arrives really early in Istanbul at 5:20 or so. So we were about I think we arrived right about 5:20 or so. But here's a list of the spirits also. So you got wines, different spirits, and you can kind of just look for yourself to see what they have as far as the drink selection goes. Yeah, I didn't really partake in the drink selection too much. As far as alcoholic beverages, no, I didn't. But obviously, this is just to give you an idea of what you can expect. I mean, essentially, they've got red whites and a champagne options as far as and port wines as well, options for you. And yeah, one thing to note that the as far as catering goes, the chef is back on Turkish Airlines. So I mean, essentially, meal service is pretty much back to what it was, which is good to see. But yeah, things are essentially served on one plate, so you're not seeing the courses as it would have been in the past. But here's a look at the menu, which of course I was looking at this on the Turkish side because I can't understand the Turkish language, so yeah, forgive me for that. Some things I can understand, like yogurt for the breakfast portion. But yeah, here's what we should be reading. So you Get started off with mozzarella and tomato and spicy red pepper paste with walnut, mutabel. You choose from the grilled codfish, grilled thyme chicken breast, or rigatoni. I did choose the fish, and you have the Dough & Co.'s chocolate mousse. There you see the breakfast menu. It's got a chicken breast, yogurt, omelet option, and here's the beverages that are available on the flight with the teas, Turkish coffee, of course, the juices, which I did have the homemade lemonade with fresh mint. Love that drink. Probably one of my favorite drinks on any airline carrier is that from Turkish. And some different tea options you have here throughout the flight that you could get at any time. Here's the movie bar. So really you could request these at any time. As you can see there, some dried fruit options, mixed nuts, crackers, chips, chocolate, and fresh fruits available on demand. So there's that mint lemonade I spoke of. Here's that mutabella, I think I'm pronouncing that right. The red chili paste. There's the Dough & Co. mousse. So again, you're served the dessert with the appetizer here. A piece of warm bread. Here's the salad with tomato mozzarella. Got some olive oil and some olives there, sitting on some spinach. Here's the main course, the grilled codfish with spinach, a tomato, and some potatoes. Really good though. Fish was good. I don't normally order fish on flights, but I did, and I'm glad I did. Here you got some champagne with some nuts. This was again available by request. And here's a look at the bedding. They finally did come around. You got a more substantial blanket there with a pillow. Blanket was fine. It was comfortable. And just to look at the ambient lighting before really sleep time, before people, it's still daylight at this time, but before people started going to sleep, kind of got the orange ambient lighting around the cabin. So here's a snack I ordered late from the movie bar menu. And you got some Twix, Snickers, and tea, and some crackers there. Here's the breakfast. So you got the chicken breast there, the yogurt, some cheese with cucumber, tomato, and really some cucumber sauce, fresh fruits, and here's the crepe, which was delicious, absolutely delicious. The food did not disappoint on Turkish Airlines, as it hasn't in the past. Of course, some Turkish coffee a little bit before landing there. So guess I had to, right? And one thing to note, they'll give you these are a set of headphones they'll give you when they come to collect the Denon headphones that they handed out earlier. So just something to keep in mind. They collect those about 40 to 45 minutes before the landing of the flight. So a couple of my final thoughts. The crew was absolutely excellent. It's been a while since I've flown Turkish Airlines. Last time I did fly them, it was actually on this plane. Me and my wife flew from Sao Paulo, Brazil to Buenos Aires, just on the short little tag flight that comes from Istanbul. But yeah, this is, I guess, my first more full experience of the Turkish Airlines service and so forth. And again, I wasn't let down. Is the seat old? Yes. Yeah. Is the business class outdated? Yes. But the seat actually is very comfortable to sleep on. Actually, I think quite a few people would prefer this seat over the new seat that Turkish has installed on their 7879 Dreamliners, which I will be reviewing. So look out for that in a few days. So you can kind of compare the two, and be interested to know your thoughts about that. But again, meal service, the chef's back. You pretty much got the same meal service you had beforehand, but the one thing, it's going to be served on one tray. You do have the option for some, I guess, late night snacks if you want to grab. You can call a flight attendant for it, or I guess if you're roaming around, you can always ask for them too. So that was my service on TK4 on Turkish Airlines 777-300ER from JFK to Istanbul. So I hope you enjoyed this review. Hope it's informative for you. Help you make a decision on whether or not maybe you should burn miles or pay for a ticket on Turkish to get to Istanbul or somewhere else that you're planning to go. But that's what you can expect. So thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share this with a friend, and I will see you next time. Thank you.